Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschadya Tishatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschadya Tishatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Gauranidhai Jaya Gauranidhai Jaya Gauranidhai Jaya Gauranidhai Jaya Gauranidhai Jaya Nitai Sachishundara Nitai Sachishundara Nitai Sachishundara Jaya Nitai Sachishundara Nitai Sachisundara, Nitai Sachisundara, Nitai Sachisundara, Jai Nitai Sachisundara, Jai Giri Govardhan, Jai Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jai Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Shri Shri Nitai Sachi Sundara Ji Ki Jai, Giriraj Govardhana Ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Welcome, Amit. How are you?
Hare Krishna Gadanga. I am well, thank you.
Good to hear you are well. And how are you progressing spiritually?
I think, yeah, Prabhu, I think it's good. You know, I think it's
progressing.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I think I'm getting to my round, and I'm keeping in touch with Krishna consciousness throughout the day.
Oh, that is beautiful.
And in touch with the spiritual body.
You in touch with? Say that again.
The spiritual body.
Yes. You in touch with Krishna. It is so easy to be in touch with Krishna consciousness. All what it needs to think about Krishna, to think about Bhagavad Gita, to think about a particular verse, to think about his awkward situation in this material world, and to think about what's happening in the world in relation to Krishna. And when you drink water, Krishna says, I'm the taste of water. So it's actually very easy to be in touch with Krishna consciousness, with the spiritual body within us. Yes, that's nice. Progressing. Getting realization throughout the day. Thinking. There's not for no reason, Krishna says. Always think of me. In all kind of various ways we can think of Krishna. Like I said, I'm the taste of water. The essence of everything. That is Krishna. Just thinking of Krishna. That's what he wants. And what is he promising? If you think of me, you become my devotee, you offer your homage to me, surely you will come to me. I just read the other day, I may have sent it out to everyone, I forgot. By the way, I forgot to send out an invitation tonight, but sometimes I forget. So then Srila Prabhupada is saying, if we don't practice thinking of Krishna now, it is not that easy at the time of death that we will think of Krishna. We know Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, whatever you think at the moment you're leaving this body, that will be your next destination. Well, sometimes people say, well, I don't need to bother really thinking and engaging in Krishna consciousness, in developing my spiritual body, not developing in clearing the mind and the heart, that spiritual body which is already there, that shines, and we are more and more established in that spiritual body. I don't need to do that. You know, people say, all what I need to do is, at the time of death, I quickly think of Krishna. Is that possible? No. It is not so easy. So unless we are practiced of chanting, of taking refuge, of taking shelter of the holy name of Krishna, and thinking of Krishna 24 hours throughout the day. Srila Prabhupada says it is not possible to think of Krishna at the time of death. Some others bring an argument. Well, by Lord Chaitanya's mercy, he will force himself into our mind, even if we cannot think of him at the time of death, which is true. But who is qualifying? It's not Lord Chaitanya forcing himself into our mind, just anybody. Otherwise, anybody would go back home to Godhead. So we have to qualify. That is meant that Lord Chaitanya is forcing himself. That is meant for those who are thinking of him. Man mana bhava mat bhakto. Man mana. Always think of me. For those who practicing that 24/7, who are reflecting on Krishna throughout the day, throughout the months, weeks and years. If somehow or other they cannot remember Krishna at the time of death, for them Lord Chaitanya comes into one's mind, not for just any and anybody. So what you're doing of reflecting on Krishna, of being in touch with Krishna throughout the day, that is certainly on the right track. Keep on doing it, and you will be surprised how Krishna will protect you. Krishna promises, and that's a fact. Krishna will direct you and direct us and protect us if we surrender to him. Okay. So I thought I have a verse for tonight. I thought, why not doing the 7th chapter, text 14? What do you think? 7th, or you have anything? Let's do 7:14, and next time you do something. Very famous verse. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You want to read that Sanskrit? It's fairly easy here.
Okay, Prabhu. Devi he isa guna maya.
So not he, Esha. Everybody makes that small mistake. When there is a Y, and just like he, Esha, it becomes one word. Think there is no space in between the Y and the E. How would you read it?
Isha.
Hiesha.
Devi Isha Guna Maya.
Okay.
Mama Maya Durat Ya. Mam Iva Ya.
Ye. Eva ye.
Ye. Mam Eva Ye. Prata Prapadyante.
Yeah.
Mayam Itam Tarinti Te.
Yeah. You see, you get the te. It's a sound. So you get that. So ye. I don't know where it's coming from when you said yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Itam Tarinti Te.
Te. Yes. Te is te. So why ever ye? It's e, ye. Te, ye. Okay. Good. Was an easy verse. Yes, it was.
Yes.
Translation.
This divine energy of mind, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. For those who have surrendered onto me, can easily cross beyond it.
Perfect.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead has innumerable energies, and all these energies are divine. Although the living entities are part of his energies, and therefore divine. Due to contact with material energy, the original superior power is covered. Being thus covered by material energy, one cannot possibly overcome its influence. As previously stated, both the material and spiritual natures, being emanations from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, are internal. The living entities belong to the internal superior nature of the Lord, but due to contamination by the inferior nature, matter, their illusion is also internal. The conditional soul is therefore called Nikya Vada, or internally conditioned. No one can trace out the history of this becoming conditioned at a certain date in material history. Consequently, his release from the clutches of material nature is very difficult. Even that material nature is an inferior energy, because material energy is ultimately conducted by supreme will, which the living entity cannot overcome. Inferior material nature is defined herein inferior material nature is defined herein as divine nature due to its divine connection and the movement by the divine will. Being conducted by divine will, material nature, although inferior, acts so wonderfully in the construction and destruction of the cosmic manifestation. The Vedas confirm this as follows. Mayam tu prakritim vidyan mayanam tu mahesvaram.
Mayinam.
Mahinam tu mahesvaram. Although Maya, illusion, is false or temporary, the background of Maya is the supreme magician, the personality Godhead, who is Mahesvara, the supreme controller. Another meaning of guna is rope. It is to be understood that the conditioned soul is tightly tied by the ropes of illusion. A man bound by the hands and feet cannot free himself. He must be helped by a person who is unbound. Because the bound cannot help the bound, the rescuer must be liberated. Therefore, only Lord Krishna, or his bona fide representative, the spiritual master, can release the conditional soul. Without superior help, one cannot be freed from the bondage of material nature. Devotional service of Krishna consciousness can help one gain such release. Krishna, being the Lord of illusionary energy, can order his insurmountable energy to release the conditioned soul. He ordered to release out of his causeless mercy on the surrendered soul and out of his paternal affection for the living entity who is originally a beloved son of the Lord. Therefore, surrender unto the lotus feet of the Lord is the only means to get free from the clutches of the stringent material nature. The words Mam Eva are also significant. Mam means unto Krishna only, and not Brahma or Shiva. Although Brahma and Shiva are greatly elevated and are almost on the level of Vishnu. It is not possible for such incarnation of the Raju Guna, passion, and Tamo Guna, ignorance, to release the conditional soul from the clutch of the Maya. In other words, both Brahma and Shiva are also under the influence of Maya. Only Vishnu is the master of Maya. Therefore, he can alone give release to the conditioned soul. The Vedas confirm this in the phrase Vam Eva Vidava.
Viditva.
Or freedom is possible only by understanding Krishna. Even Lord Shiva affirms that liberation can be achieved by the mercy of Vishnu. Lord Shiva says, Mukti Pradapta Sarve Sam Vishnu Ivana Samsaya. There is no doubt that Vishnu is the delivery of liberation for everyone.
Jai, Hare Krishna. Very nice. Your Sanskrit's getting better. There's just a few little bits. Yes, it's just by practice, isn't it? Okay. This translation again. This divine energy of mind consisting of the three modes of material nature is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. So this is important and a very nice verse of the Bhagavad Gita. Three modes of material nature. What are the three modes of material nature, Amit?
Goodness, passion, and ignorance.
Yes, exactly. Do you know the Sanskrit?
I think we just said one, didn't it? Guna.
Guna is tama guna. Tama. Or tamas. That is ignorance. And passion is raja or raja guna. And goodness is sattva. Sattva guna. So these are the three modes. And this is divine. And these three modes are everywhere. Amazing that just everywhere, everything in this material world is governed by the three modes and its many mixtures. These three modes are rarely met purely passion, purely ignorance, purely passion. Yes, that's the tiger is a symbol of purely passion. And the cow is a symbol of purely goodness. And the monkey, that is tamagun. So, you can imagine to mix these three modes. It is just like mixing colors. What are the primary colors? Red, blue, yellow. I think so. Red, blue, yellow. With these three colors, you can mix any color. Any color you can mix with these three colors. So we see beautiful paintings, beautiful nature, beautiful shades of yellow and this and that. So unlimited shades and varieties of red, blue, and yellow. So similarly, unlimited shades and varieties of goodness, passion, and ignorance. And it's not only, okay, this person is in a mixture, in a shade, 1562 shade of passion and ignorance. We cannot even say that, because one moment we are under the influence of passion, and the next moment, if we remember Krishna, even just, therefore it's so powerful and so important that Krishna says, Man mana, think of me. Because immediately, if we think of Krishna, the passion or the tamagun, they're immediately gone, finished. And we are establishing the mode of goodness. At least, goodness. there is something higher than goodness. Sattva guna is goodness. Shuddha sattva, that is pure goodness. It's goodness 100% pure. It's like, let's say, red. 100% red. No mixture of a little tinge of yellow or little tinge of blue. That's difficult to find. It's very difficult to... What is a pure red? We have the poppy flower, which is red. But is it pure red, or is there's a little tinge of yellow inside? So Shuddha Sattva, pure goodness, it's not found in this material world. We cannot find. Even so, the sages and devotees and advanced souls and yogis may be established in the mode of goodness. But pure goodness, 100%, with no tinge of a little bit of tama guna, a little bit of raja guna, that is not found in this material world. Set in the spiritual world, pure goodness is there, Shuddha Sattva. And eventually we have to come to Shuddha Sattva in the spiritual realm. That is transcendental. So we have these three modes and they're mixtures. But one moment we may be in a certain mixture of these three modes. In the next moment we will be in a different mixture. But these modes, these three are everywhere, just like the colors blue, red and yellow are everywhere. Everywhere. If we have eyes to see, human eyes, they see color. And every object, the sky, the trees, the earth, anything and everything, and our many objects we have, so to speak, created with the elements of this material nature, they all have color. So you don't find anything to our eyes where there is no color. We don't have black and white vision. We have color vision. So these colors are everywhere. Likewise, these three modes are just everywhere. And as Srila Prabhupada has explained, this energy is Krishna's energy. Krishna has explained, my energy. And not only my energy, my divine energy. Because anything in connection with Krishna is divine, godly, divine. So this energy comes from Krishna. This material energy, these material atoms, they're emanating from Krishna. So it's a divine energy. And that is made up of these three modes of sattva, raja and tamaguna. The example of guna is also very nice. Guna means actually rope. And Srila Prabhupada explained, if someone is bound by the hands and feet, he cannot free himself, a prisoner. So doing that, the prisoners, therefore the police has the handcuffs, not the feet perhaps. In the olden days there was the feet also. The prisoners had big iron shackles on the feet, big chains, hands and feet. So sometimes we see that someone is like terrorist or something. They are bound by the hands and by the feet. So they cannot run away, they cannot free themselves. And if you're bound by the hand and the feet, and we're lying on the floor even here, and the hands are behind our backs, therefore the police puts the handcuffs behind the back, not in front. We could do so many naughty things with his front. We could knock someone over with the handcuffs in front of us. No, behind the back. No movement, nothing we can do. So if someone is bound by hands and feet, he cannot free himself. And we are bound by these gunas. By goodness is also a binding force. Of course, it's the best. There's a gradation. Tamagun, ignorance is the lowest of the mode. Higher is the passion, and higher is the goodness, and the highest is Shuddha sattva, pure goodness. So what to do if we are bound? We cannot free ourselves. Sometimes people think, or yogis think, by my own endeavor I can free myself. You can't. Because you're not bound by material ropes. You're bound by the ropes of Krishna's energy. How can we overcome Krishna's energy? How is it possible? We can't. No way. But if we appeal to Krishna and the spiritual master, the prison warden, if we are bound by hands and feet, and who can? Someone who is not bound, like the prison warden, he can unbind us. He has some mercy on us. Okay, I'll take the handcuffs off. He can do. We cannot do. We don't have the key to it. So these things are very, very serious. The yogis sometimes think by their own practice of austerity and meditation, they can overcome the modes of material nature, but they can't. They can't. There is a nice story. If we look at two types of animals, the monkey and the cat, when they have offspring, baby monkey, baby cat, they carry or they transport in very two different ways. How is a baby monkey moving along with his mother? The baby monkey holds on from under, we have seen pictures and films, and under his mother. He is just hanging on the belly. He grabs his mother's fur and hangs on her belly. And she is walking around, she even jumps. And the baby has to hold her very tightly. Now the transportation of the kitten, that's very different. We have never seen a kitten who holds on, rides on his mother's back or holds on to the mother's belly. No. The cat is taking the kitten in his mouth with his sharp teeth and carries the kitten from one place to another. So the question has been raised. What is the better way? The monkey way or the cat way? And different people have given different answers. And Srila Prabhupada said the cat way is better. Because the kitten doesn't have to do any endeavor. The mother will carry the kitten from one place to another. But the monkey, the monkey baby has to, by his own strength, he has to hold. If he gets weak, he will drop. And if the monkey jumps too much from one place to another and the baby monkey is not hanging on by his own muscle strength, then he will fall off. So that's the yogis. The yogis are the monkey way. They're trying to hang on with their own strength. But our strength is limited. And the devotee he is appealing and relying on Krishna's mercy. Krishna, you carry me. And Krishna will carry us. And that verse is all about that. Those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond these three modes of material nature. So, all what it needs, surrender unto Krishna. So yogis, I don't want to surrender unto Krishna. No, I don't need to surrender. I'll do it my own way, my way. There's only so far with yoga we can go. But the devotee, the bhakta, he surrenders unto Krishna. Krishna, you carry me. The kitten surrenders unto the mother. The kitten has nothing else to do than just, okay, you're my mother. I'm your helpless kitten. Please, take care of me. So that's the monkey way and the cat way. So the question could be raised, how to surrender unto Krishna? To cross what? To cross this material ocean. The material energy is compared to an ocean because it's so vast. So vast. It's unlimited. Unlimited forms and varieties are there in the material world. And the Virat, Krishna has shown the Virat Rupa to Arjuna after having given him divine vision. The universal form. Now what is in that universal form? Everything, every form which has been seen in the past. And the past is vast. What does it mean? The past means up to the beginning of creation, millions and millions of years back. Every form which is seen now in the present, not only here in one place or in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, but not only in this world, but in the entire material creation. So any form in the entire material creation in the present, in the past, and in the future, whatever, for the rest of, we have 427,000 years of Kali Yuga to go before the whole cycle starts again. So anything what will be seen for the next 427,000 years in the entire universe, in the entire material world, that Arjuna could see everything at once in Krishna. That's absolutely phenomenal. That's amazing. If you see all these forms, you must get mad. And Arjuna was frightened, of course. We can see our future. We can see our past and the present. So all these different forms, that is a material ocean, is vast, unlimited. Material energy, Krishna is, everything is emanating from him. All this is material atoms, everything is emanating constantly. There's no end to it. Also, the material universe, there is an end to it. There is a circumference. There is a limit. There are measurements given in the Srimad Bhagavatam how big the universe is. That's just one universe. There are innumerable universes. And even that has been defined. That is a material creation. Innumerable universes with innumerable planets in each of them. And all of that material creation is just 1/4, 1/4 of the total creation. Because there is a spiritual world. The spiritual world is 3/4, just to give some idea. Vastly more expansive, all the Vaikuntha planets. Innumerable Vaikuntha planets. So, how can we cross this vast ocean? By surrendering to Krishna, as he explained. Here is another very nice verse. Let's see if I find that. Brahmande Brahmite. No, padam padam navi padam natesham. Samashrita. Ye pada palava plavam mahat padam punya yashomurari pavam buddhi vatsa padam param padam 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 navi padam natesham. For those who have accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord. Here again, the boat, ocean, material ocean, the boat. The enemy, the ocean of the material world is like the water contained in a calf's hoof print. Same as here. Can easily cross beyond it. If we accept the boat of the lotus feet of Krishna, then that vast ocean of the illusory material energy, it's shrinking. In one moment, it is shrinking to the water contained in a calf's footprint. Not in a cow's footprint, which is bigger. In a calf's, little footprint. Now, if this illusory energy shrinks, that ocean of material illusion shrinks to the size of a calf's footprint, hoof print, then that's easy to step over it, to cross beyond it. And then that verse explains further their goal, those who have accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord. Their goal is Parampadam, Vaikuntha. The devotee's goal is Vaikuntha, the spiritual world. The place where there is no material misery, not the place where there is danger at every step. Yeah, in this material world there's danger at every step. Very dangerous place. Anything can happen at any moment. At the moment, some people, leaders and politicians say we are living in a pre-war period. Pre-war means a period before the war, the big war. What big war? World War. We're living in a pre-war period. I have never heard that till a few months back. When I grew up after the Second World War, up till a few months back, I only heard we're living in a post-war period. So time after the Second World War. Post-war. After. Post. So now suddenly they're saying we're living in a pre-war period. So by nature's arrangement and some demoniac forces, war is unavoidable. Okay, we had some 70 years of a peaceful period, which is not very long. It's just one generation. And the next war, World War, will surely come. And most likely it will be nuclear also, to some extent at least. Not necessarily that all the thousands of nuclear missiles, bombs are exploded on many sites. But some nuclear, like in the end of Second World War, where the Americans say, put the nuclear bomb to Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Now, today's nuclear weapons, they are many, many times more powerful. One nuclear bomb could wipe out the entire city of London up till the N25 and more. Devastated, flattened, everything. Or New York, or Paris. So, there is no doubt that this world is a dangerous place. Amit, any questions so far?
No, not question really, probably it kind of makes sense to me, everything you're saying.
So the question could be raised. Krishna says, those who surrender unto me can cross over this vast ocean of material misery. Let's first look at what are these material miseries. They're falling into three categories. Adibhautika, Adidevika, Adiatmika. Adidevika, Devika, Devas, miseries from the Devas. There has been just now an earthquake in Taiwan. And there have been earthquakes many, many times more powerful than that earthquake in Taiwan. So that is Adidevika. These are miseries inflicted by material nature. Earthquakes, tsunamis, too much rain, drought, too hot, too cold, many different. So we are subjected to these miseries. Here in the UK, we don't have earthquakes, really, so far. But we have flooding. People's houses are flooded. We speak with those people who their houses is flooded. They have to move everything upstairs, and all the furniture gets spoiled, and after they have to go to clean up, and the whole ground floor stands 1-2 feet underwater. Well, that is misery. It's certainly misery. What to speak of other countries where everything is flooded and people have to climb to the roof and hoping some help will come. And maybe it comes, maybe not. So that is Adidevika. The Devas are responsible for the different natural powers. So what about Adibhautika? Adibhautika, a second misery, and all these three types of miseries are present in this material world. And all what we're trying to do with our so-called technological advancement will try to avoid these three types of miseries. Like the earthquake, we try to detect them on time. Tsunami warnings are there. Volcano warnings in Iceland are there. And they have evacuated people in good time before the volcano became or erupted. That's not always possible. Sometimes volcanoes erupt without much warning. And if we go back in time, Pompeii, the Vesuvius volcano, he erupted and covered everything in lava and covered everything in ashes, and the whole civilization has gone. Powerful forces of material nature. So adibhautika is miseries coming from other living entities. Others are inflicting miseries on us. From the mosquito which bites us, this is also other living entities. They're trying to suck our blood. And so many other parasites, other living entities. Means also other people. How many misery we suffer from other people. In fact, most problems in this world seem to stem from other people. Arguments, fighting, we get hurt, misunderstandings, violence. Look at this Palestinian residents in Gaza from other people. So much misery is inflicted on these people. Or in Ukraine or Russia. So much misery. Sometimes people think, I want to merge into the Brahman, into the Brahmachoti. I have enough of here in this world. There is so much misery through our relationships with other people. Let me just merge into Krishna, Krishna's energy precisely. But that doesn't really help. First of all, we cannot stay in that Brahmachoti. There is a good chance we're falling down again, back to where we have started. So it's not a good proposition. But that is just putting a sticking plaster. It's just like, we've given that example many times. We doing some DIY and the hammer slipped while putting a nail for a picture in the wall, and the hammer lands on our thumb, and the thumb becomes immediately blue and hurts a lot. So what to do? Put it under cold water. That helps. The pain gets alleviated to some extent. So that is merging into the Brahmachoti, trying to stop the pain. Krishna consciousness goes way beyond that, because as devotees we engage in the blissful service of Krishna, not stopping the pain. And if we are engaged in the blissful service, ecstatic service with Krishna, then the pain is already gone, will immediately disappear. It's a question of perspective and consciousness. So these are miseries from other living entities. People quarreling, even within the family there is quarrel. Even amongst friends, so-called. Amongst nations, amongst communities, amongst religious and ethnic groups. Misunderstanding, fighting, everywhere. Fighting. This world is full of fighting. So this is all adibhautika. Now we come to the third one, adhyatmika. Atmika, atma. That means our own self. Miseries from our own self. What does that mean? Miseries from our self, from our mind, for instance. How many mental miseries we are suffering? How many miseries is our mind afflicting on us? Mental health problems have spiraled. The whole hospital wards dedicated, and doctors and counselors. Mental health is a big topic. My mental health, everybody's mental health. So we're suffering from our own mind. That is adhyatmika. So these three types of miseries, we cannot escape. They're everywhere. So, let's look. I have here highlighted something. Devotional service, Srila Prabhupada writes in his purport, or Krishna consciousness can help one gain release. Krishna, being the Lord of the illusory energy, can order this insurmountable energy to release the conditioned soul. Well, that is a very nice concept. We cannot get released ourselves, but if Krishna, like we have explained, the prison warden, or the spiritual master, he is empowered to release us from this bondage. So, otherwise, this divine energy, this rope, this guna is insurmountable because it is Krishna's energy. So if Krishna says, my devotee has been struggling for such a long time, he's trying to be Krishna conscious, but these three modes of material nature are again and again tying him down. He becomes a little bit free, and then again he's under the influence of the modes. He's almost like a person doing some waterboarding on him. We have heard that, waterboarding. So it takes a person to put his head into the water up to the point that he's almost drowning, and so take him out again, and that's happiness. The moment between the head in the water and the head out of the water, oh, that is happiness. No, it's not like that. We are subjected to these miseries. But if Krishna, he sees that the devotee is struggling and he's trying so hard, then at one point Krishna will actually say, Maya, because Maya is an energy of Krishna, Durga Devi is in charge. She is a prison keeper, the prison warden, Durga. Sometimes, particularly within the Indian community, we'll do Durga Puja. And trying to please Durga. But what can Durga do? What can the prison warden do? We do the puja, we do the prison warden. Oh, please, help me. I'm suffering in my prison cell. Give me some relief. Can the prison warden say, okay, dear sir, come with me, here are the keys, you are free. From this day on, you are free. No, you cannot. But the prison warden can say, okay, you can go outside in the courtyard 15 minutes more. We'll even put some new table lamp in your cell. Something like that. Some little bit improvement in the prison cell. That the prison warden, if we are on good behavior, that he can do. He has the power to do that. Let us free? No, he cannot. So, and we are happy. We do Durga Puja. Please give me some material benefit. Let me have good health. Please, Durga Mata, I worship you. Give me plenty of money. Give me good facilities, nice economic development. Well, Durga can give all that. But she cannot free us. We will have to stay in this material world birth after birth after birth. But Krishna, as Srila Prabhupada explains here, Vishnu is the only one who can free us. Not even Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma. They are also under the influence of the modes. Lord Brahma is in Rajagun. He's the incarnation of Rajagun. Because you need Raja to create something. He's in charge of the creation. If Lord Brahma were totally in Sattva Gun, he wouldn't create. He would just sit there and meditate. Lord Brahma, it's time to create. We need some passion. If we want to create something, we need some passion. And Lord Shiva cannot. Also, he is in charge of the mode of Tamagun. The only one, Lord Vishnu, Krishna, Lord Vishnu is in charge of the mode of Sattva-gun. Sattva-gun means maintenance, right? Maintenance. Lord Vishnu is a maintainer of the universe. He lays down in the universe and maintains the universe in these different Vishnus. Garbhodakashay Vishnu, Kshirodakashay Vishnu, even Mahavishnu. All the universes come from his pores. Lord Shiva is destroying the universe at the time of dissolution. How he does that? He does his dance, a special dance. So he is taking his duty of destruction. And Lord Brahma, his duty is a creation. So Lord Vishnu is just maintaining. We also know goodness, doing maintenance work. Our house, decoration, cleaning, washing the dishes, new painting, maintaining our house, maintaining our body, taking shower, brushing teeth. It's all maintenance work. That is in the mode of goodness, maintenance. Duty, we're just doing our duty. That's a mode of goodness. It's a mode of passion, we're creating something. We're putting some different elements together and creating something. And in the mode of tamagun, we're destroying something. So all that is there. So this illusion is insurmountable. But if Krishna wants to, he will say, Maya, Durga, this devotee has struggled enough. Release him. He is not anymore under your jurisdiction. He is now under my jurisdiction. I'll take care of him personally. And that is called the liberated stage. We are liberated. Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma. Nasochati Nakangshati. Liberated. What we are liberated from? From the three modes of material nature. That is what mukti is all about. Unfortunately, people in general, they think mukti means merging into the Brahman, into the Brahmajyoti. And that's the end of it. No, it's not. On that Brahma Buddha platform, then devotional service really earnestly starts. I've recently sent out some short about sweet rice. Sweet rice, if we mix some sand, even a small amount of sand in the sweet rice, in the kheer, it is not very enjoyable. Having that beautiful sweet rice and having some sand, we're biting on sand, That's not very enjoyable. It spoils it. So that is our devotional service, which is not pure, which we serve Krishna, but we also want something in return. Krishna, give me this, give me that. So it's mixed with our material desires, or it is mixed with our mental speculation. So this service also, it helps us, and we make progress. But that is not really, really enjoyable to Krishna. It's not pure. It's just like we have a friend, or our father, or our parents, and we doing something. Let's say we're doing something for our friend. And in the same, what can I do for you? Oh, you want to do something for me? Yes. In the same sentence, we're saying, oh, but can you give me £5? Can you give me £10? That spoils it. It's not so nice. So you only want to do something for me because you want £10 from me. And once you get your £10, you're not any more interested of doing something for me. What kind of friendship is that? Not very enjoyable. But if you come to your friend, can I do something for you? I want to do something for you. Oh, really? What do you want anything? No, I don't want nothing. I just want to do something for you. I want nothing in return. So that is an aim. You know, we should serve Krishna like that. But dear Krishna, I'll serve you. I want nothing in return. I have nothing. I'm happy with just serving you. Fully happy. Because serving a friend in love, that makes very happy. Giving. What is more, brings more happiness, giving or receiving? That's an interesting question. Giving brings more happiness and love within the heart. Receiving, that's a different story. Okay. Here Srila Prabhupada says, by Krishna's causeless mercy on the surrendered soul. So we have to be surrendered to Krishna. Krishna, from that day onwards, I am yours. And of course, how to surrender to Krishna? We have to surrender through his representative, the spiritual master. That's important. Oh no, I don't want to surrender through the spiritual master. I want to surrender to Krishna directly. Why going through the spiritual master when you can go to the master directly? No, Krishna doesn't accept. Krishna will say, no, you don't come to me directly. I am happy, more happy, if you come to my dearmost devotee, which is the spiritual master. That's what Krishna wants. There are many, many descriptions in the Bhagavad Gītā. You serve my devotee. Gopi Padu Kamalaya Dasa, 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 Anudasa, the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. 100 times removed. This is a humble position. Then Krishna is pleased. Oh, look, my devotee is very dear to me, particularly my dear devotee. And here's this bhakta. He is serving my pure devotee. So Krishna is very happy. Let's take an example. If you meet, you're walking in the park, you're walking in nature, there is a man walking with his dog. You come into the conversation with a man. And the first thing what you do, is praising his dog. You're patting his dog. Oh, what a nice dog. Oh, yeah, what nice, yes. The man is a million times more pleased. You're giving attention to his dog, then you ignore the dog and you speaking with him directly as if the dog is not even present. Why? Because a man has some attachment for the dog. It's the same with children. You're visiting someone with children. You're giving some attention and affection to the children. The father and the mother will be very happy. We all know that. Very happy. Because the children are an extension of the father and the mother. And our own children are the same, like that. If someone speaks nicely about our children, we feel very nicely in the heart. So same is with Krishna. Krishna will be very happy if we surrender to the spiritual master. And the spiritual master is Krishna's dog. That may sound strange, but the spiritual master and the pure devotee is Krishna's dog in that sense that he has no independent existence. He is just doing the will of Krishna, just like Arjuna. After Arjuna had accepted Lord Krishna as his spiritual master, Karpanya dosha pahata svapava, in the second chapter, there he surrendered. Now I'm surrendering unto you. Please instruct me. That's that verse. So then Krishna will become very happy. The spiritual master is like Srila Prabhupada. When he was on his way to America in the Chaladuta freight ship, steamship, he said, and he prayed, and he made a beautiful poem. My dear Lord Krishna, I'm just following the order of my spiritual master. I don't know what to expect in America. I have just a few books and a few dollars, rupees, whatever it was, with me. That's all. I know one contact person there, the Agarwal family. I don't know them personally, but that has been recommended. Otherwise, I come into a foreign country. I have no friends, nobody, nothing there. But surely you have some plan. I am your puppet. That's what Srila Prabhupada was praying. That's what the spiritual master is praying. That's what the devotee, the pure devotee, is praying. And that where we shall all come to that position, my dear Lord Krishna, let me be your puppet. You act through me. Arjuna was a puppet of Lord Krishna after his acceptance of Lord Krishna as Guru. Karpanya dosha pahatasva pava. Please instruct me. So the spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada wrote in that poem, I'm your puppet. Make me dance. Make me dance. Make me dance. So like a puppeteer who's holding the strings. He is lifting one string and the arm goes up and lifting another string and he nods with the head and the leg and walking and so on. So we want to become Krishna's puppet, instrument. Arjuna agreed to be Krishna's instrument. Krishna had a purpose. Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharata. He wanted to come to lift the burden of the demoniac kings of this earth. He had a mission to come and he wanted that fulfilled. And Arjuna has voluntarily agreed to be Lord Krishna's instrument. And then the war started. If we are Lord Krishna's instrument, then that's the perfection of our life. Therefore we pray. please engage me in your service. Of course, our service, Krishna will not ask you and me or ask us, now you fight and kill your family members. It doesn't matter in what type of scenario. But Krishna may ask us, now you have understood something about Krishna consciousness, about spiritual life. Now try to induce others. Give it to others. That is our battlefield. Give that Krishna consciousness to others. Speak to others. Bring someone to the temple on Saturday. Bring someone into our Zoom meeting on Wednesday. Well, that is Krishna's wanting to use us as instrument. Then, if we are instrument, we become totally blessed, like Arjuna. Any question, Amit? Does it make sense?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, it makes sense. It does make sense.
We at least have that desire to become Krishna's instrument, to let the divine energy work through us. Work through us. Like I'm speaking here, or you will speak to someone else, and so on. If we are connected with Krishna, if we are Krishna conscious to whatever degree, then Krishna will speak through us. Will speak through us. We'll have to just make ourselves in such a way that Krishna can speak to us, through us. He can work through us, not only speak. Arjuna wasn't speaking, Arjuna was fighting. But he engaged his talents and skills in the service of Krishna. He was the best archer. So, Krishna, you want to use me, my arms, my archery? Okay, let's do it. So our arrows are different. And our talents are also different. Whatever talent we have, everybody has some talent. Someone can cook nicely, someone can decorate the deities nicely, someone can speak about Krishna a little bit, and speak to people, be nice to people, be confident with other people. Then Krishna can work through us. We want that. Krishna is working through us. Then we want to be plugged in to Krishna, into that super consciousness. We want to hold Krishna by the hand, and Krishna guide me, make me dance, I'm your puppet. That should be the frame of mind. And then we act. Whatever Krishna wants, we don't take any credit. All credit goes to Krishna. The puppet doesn't take any credit for himself. All what the puppet wants, Krishna pulls the strings. Let me be your instrument. And that is perfect Krishna consciousness. Yes? You want to say something?
No problem, sir. I'll just copy. Sorry.
Okay. So we are almost out of time. There are many other points, but these are the main points which we have covered. Vishnu is a liberator for everyone. Mam means only Krishna. tied up, we have covered that. And then Krishna is a supreme magician, of course.
Mhm.
And Maya is ultimately conducted by Krishna's will. Maybe one more point. Here, Srila Prabhupada mentioned, so conditioned souls is called Nitya Baddha, eternally conditioned. What does that mean? Eternally conditioned. So does that mean? Condition means we can be only happy under certain conditions, conditioned by material nature. Does that mean we have no chance, eternally conditioned? We can never come out of that? No, it doesn't mean that. Eternally conditioned means it's just such a long, long time we have been conditioned. Being conditioned means being under the three modes of material nature. So it appears like eternally conditioned. But we can come out. That's what this verse is all about. We can come out of this conditioned state by the three modes of material nature conditioned. And there is all good fortune to us. But we do need one important ingredient. Humility. Very important. We need to be a humble servant of Lord Krishna. Not proud. Humility. Because what are we? We are nothing. Without Krishna we are nothing. Without Krishna we cannot even lift our arm. Nothing we can do. Nothing is under our control. We are fully controlled by Krishna through the modes of material nature. The only freedom we really have is to agree to be Krishna's instrument or to be rebellious. No, I do it my way. Not Krishna's way, my way. And then, if that is our frame of mind, I do it my way, then okay. Krishna says, well, okay. You can do it your way. But there is a risk involved. Because you do it your way, you have to take repeated births again and again and again and again. Because our way is, we want to enjoy in this way, we want to enjoy in that way, and so we're creating our condition for our next life. If we want to enjoy in a certain way, let's put it a very crass example. If someone wants to eat any and everything without discrimination, there are people that do like that. They have no restrictions in their eating habit. Whatever, I want to enjoy it all. Never mind, animal or plant or anything goes. As long as it tastes nice, then let's eat it. If someone has developed such a desire and mentality, then Krishna fulfills that desire too. In his next life, he will have to degrade himself and living in the body of a pig. Because a pig is much more suitable than the human being of eating any and everything. If we eat any and everything, whatever our tongue wants to enjoy, then we'll get in trouble. But a pig can eat any and everything. I have seen. When I was a small child, as a landlord, they had 2 pigs. And the landlady, she was feeding the pigs, and her glasses fell off into the pig pen, and the pig ate the glasses. Pig eats anything. And they don't get sick. They don't have digestive problems and this and that. So if we have the desire of wanting to enjoy with our tongue any and anything, that desire is bringing about our next body, and that will be not the human body, that this will be in tama guna. If our desires are in tama guna, in ignorance, then we'll get the body of ignorance. And if our desire is in the raja guna, in the passion, then we get the human body again. And if our desire is in goodness, we're getting the body of a demigod. And if our desire is just for Krishna, we go into the spiritual world. That's all. And here, if there is no question or you want to say anything, then we'll stop here because we are out of time. Very important verse, some very important points.
Yeah. Yeah, no, very interesting, Prabhu. I think we're talking about Maya, the clutches of Maya. They are like ropes. They, without you knowing, they will tie you up.
Yes, without knowing, isn't it? Without knowing. Srila Prabhupada said, gave a very nice example here. The personification of Maya is the opposite sex. We are, so this sex attraction is so strong that even advanced yogis they're falling down due to the opposite sex. So, of course, it's not the fault of the opposite sex. It is just a personification of the material energy for us, so to speak. So Srila Prabhupada explains this attraction to the opposite sex. These are the invisible shackles in this material world. Invisible. It's not shackles out of iron. These are Maya shackles us in various ways. And this attraction to the opposite sex, that is the greatest shackle in this material world. For men and for women, opposite, same thing. So if someone has overcome, and it's possible, to overcome that illusory attraction to the opposite sex, then he is basically in the liberated stage. It's illusory. We know all that. We have personal experience. Such attraction, that illusion is there. And after a short time, we associate with that person where we are so attracted to. After a short time, then the first quarrels start. Why people have divorce? They were attracted. They were attracted to that woman. They were attracted to that man and said, oh, this attraction, it feels so nice. Let's get married. We are so attracted to each other. It was very difficult. For many years, I did wedding ceremonies. Indian wedding ceremonies with yagya and everything. And they're promising, the husband and wife are promising, we'll stay together through any and everything. If it's hard or not hard. And I knew exactly, after some time, most likely, more likely than not, they will go their own ways, they will get divorced. So here's a promising, and then they're breaking their promise and get divorced. In the olden days, it was not like that. But nowadays, divorce is very easily attained. So, the two, men and women, they feel attracted to each other, and it feels so nice, and let's get married. And after some time, the first quarrel starting. So the illusion has been bringing them together, the illusory energy, and then the reality strikes. That attraction is wearing thin. It's not anymore as it used to be during courtship. So we can see how this material attraction works. So for us, it's very easy. Let's get attracted to Krishna. That never works thin. That increases more and more. There is no end to it. We'll never be disappointed. We'll never start quarreling with Krishna. Or Krishna starts quarreling with us. No. He reciprocates with us, with our love, more and more and more. So that is wanted. And here we stop. Thank you very much, Amit, for being here tonight.
Thank you, Prabhu, for a lovely class. Thank you.
So keep reflecting throughout the day.
Yes, yes. Self-realization.
I mean, there have been, many things have been heard tonight.
Mhm.
Many things. So let's
Yeah.
reflect. I reflect on that as well.
Yeah,
Everything what somehow or other Krishna put on my tongue, what came out here, and everything what is written in Srila Prabhupada's purport and the verse, I reflecting on that also. Oh, I have a whole week to reflect on that. And other things as well. So I'm constantly reflecting, thinking of, and so then we're doing like that. Then before we know, it's Manmana, always think of me. What else to think of? Okay, see you on Saturday.
okay, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.